Thanks to KiwiCo for sponsoring today's video, and if you're looking for some great holiday gift ideas, I have excellent news for you later on. But first, let's start with the video.
Adam Savage in my cave, and very recently, in my world, it was yesterday, I redid this whole area of the shop. This was the slop sink is at the end of this little hallway here. And I had a workbench over there for casting and mold making that I used maybe 4 times in the last 14 years. Justrite, makers of these beautiful fireproof, fire-resistant solvent cabinets, a critical safety feature in a shop of any size, gave me one of these, and I ended up rejiggering this entire area, and it's spectacular. I now have easier access to my expendables like tongue depressors and cotton applicators and cups, and I have extra room in there. In both of these cabinets, there's extra space, and there's some extra space up on the shelves above. And this is something I love at Jet Propulsion Labs in Pasadena. When they build storage that includes storage space for things that don't yet fit there, they call that baby fat because you'll grow into it. So I got baby fat in my cabinets. This required taking everything out of here. It was a real scene, man. And this whole shop was compromised, and it was really difficult to move around, but we got there. Except for one thing, which is over here on the tape shelf, which came all the way out and went all the way back in. We lost the room for my Velcro, which was right here, Velcro hook and loop. They're 2 big drawers, and they're wider than the room I had once I put in the 2 cabinets. But more than that, a shop is a moving thing. A shop is a moving machine. It is a machine you are not. I once heard a book described as a machine for preserving text, which is a beautiful way to look at a book. It's a machine for protecting the information within its covers. And everything about it, from the covers to the edging on the paper, to the choice of paper, the choice of inks, are all about that kind of preservation. And similarly, a shop is a machine for making things, obviously. But it's not a machine that you build and turn on. It is a machine you are constantly building and constantly modifying. This is my opinion of a shop. This might not be yours. And certainly for production shops and factory settings, there are shops you set up and turn on effectively. But my shop is an active machine that is always being built. And so when I look and see that I have lost some room here, and I ask myself some questions, what is critical here? So the clamps, totally critical. All those clamps there, really critical, and it's how I think. The tape needs to go there the way it's laid out, just right for me. Apple boxes need to live down there because I need ready access to them for setting stuff up. And that's also super important. But my vacuum chamber for mold making, again, I use this like once a year. Does it really need to live there? No, it does not. It does not need to live. It does not need to live there. And so what I'm going to do, hold on just a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a new, this is hook, the other one's loop. I'm going to build a new container for Velcro, for the drawers. I have these drawers. I like these drawers. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, the vacuum evacuator, that can live freaking anywhere. Anywhere. It can go way in the back behind another tool because I don't need it but twice a year. Infrastructure. I don't know why that took me so long to explain. Here's the fast version. Hey everybody, last week I rejiggered this whole area of my cave and everything fits except my Velcro. I've got to find a place for the Velcro, and frankly I like it where it was, which was right here, but the drawer that I had for it doesn't fit, and so now I'm going to make a new holder for it. See how fast that can be? Here's the drawer. They used to be side by side, now they're going to be top and bottom. That's the theory anyway. Here we go. That's what I'll do. Yeah, great. All right. Yeah, that's how this is gonna go. So the width is let's see what I can do with that. So, right here. Top height is 33 and a half. Yeah, it's not quite level because that's fine. Let's do 33 and a quarter. Yep. And then the width here is going to be 31 and a half. 3 and a quarter. And then this is that's a quarter. And then we have, which is 17. And then height, 8. We do one here. Here. And then we're going to make another drawer, I think here, and then down there. Now on this side, I think we're ending up with just the apple boxes. All right. All right, we're doing very well. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Loop. Haha, it's so good. Hook. Oi. Very, very happy. Comes out. I can get what I need in there, including ultra Velcro, loop. Got everything I need. Spectacular. So then, what happens there? Yeah, see what I'm thinking? All right, give me a sec. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. There it is. Latest incarnation. So now I've got some baby fat for zippers, where formerly I didn't. Electrical tape, which is its own category. There's so much of it. Wow. Wait a minute. Oh, I might actually have a place for electrical tape. Oh, I do. But then what is that? What happens there? It technically should be there. All right, but so I ended up with an extra drawer earlier. This one with no label on it, and straws, frankly. And then this could be E-tape. So now that could be something else. But E-tape all fits there. Really? Oh, now. This gets straws. That's the last straw. Whoa! Way over yonder in the minor key. Anybody wanna sing my straws, electrical tape, and there are, ladies and gentlemen, Yes, yes. We are very happy. I don't know what this is for, but I don't need to know. But look, let's be honest. You want an endorphin rush and you like not getting projects done? Build some infrastructure into your shop. It really, really is the remedy for what ails me frequently. Yeah. Nice, quickie, actual one-day build. Half a day, couple hours. And it's all much better. And I reused a lot of the wood that I yanked out of there. So I love doing that. Thanks, everyone, for joining me. See you next time.
This time of year is generally filled with some good food, good friends, celebrating, and also many people's favorite part is the presents. And what the world needs more than ever are curious minds and critical thinkers. And KiwiCo is paying attention to both of those markets with the one gift that keeps on giving, the KiwiCo Subscription Club. KiwiCo creates hands-on projects and toys designed to engage kids in STEAM, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. They've sponsored a number of our tested videos over the years, and I'm always delighted to talk about them because I, and frankly, if you're watching this video, probably you too, appreciate their mission to inspire kids to innovate and become problem solvers. KiwiCo offers 5 clubs covering everything from science and engineering to art and design, designed by experts and tested by kids. There's something for every interest and age here, even newborn babies. One of their clubs is called KiwiCo Labs, geared towards kids age 6 to 16, covering everything from science, engineering to innovation. I've got 2 of the kits right here, a maze and an archery kit. You should check out KiwiCo's website to see the incredible variety they offer. But if you're not ready to subscribe to the monthly club, KiwiCo also offers a variety of individual crates, from a Christmas Village advent calendar to an ice cream maker. I have personally built a number of those, and I really like the fact that all the parts you need are in each kit that arrives. You don't have to go find yourself some tape or a rubber band or anything like that. It's already there. They're also really surpassingly easy to understand instructions. And the crate includes an educational booklet containing content extra to the build related to the crate's theme. And the engineering and problem-solving skills extant in each kit is really beautiful. It's just great for a hungry young mind. As part of this sponsorship, KiwiCo has a special offer for tested viewers. Go to kiwico.com/tested to unlock 50% off your first monthly club crate. The happiest of holidays to you and yours. I'm going to take a moment here and talk about what a project like this affords in terms of shop consciousness. And I really want to point out again, which I probably already said in this video, that this isn't an execution; it's a process. A shop is not a done thing; it is something in motion. And mine is no different. And taking apart that whole wall to put in the Justrite cabinets afforded me the opportunity to ask myself a question of each thing that I was removing. Do I need to put this back? Does this need to be central within the shop, or could it go into slightly deeper storage? And a few things didn't make the cut. My vacuum system for mold making doesn't need to be there. It's spent the last 6 years there, but it never needed to be there. I use it like once a year. It can go into slightly deeper storage. But it begs the question, why are hook and loop? Why is Velcro and all of its different executions necessary in the center of the shop? And I want to talk about that. And I want to talk about it specifically because there's been a real evolution in the utility of the hook and loop to me. In the beginning, I just had like a couple of kinds of hook and loop, and it looked just like this. It was like the self-stick 2-inch, which supplied 90% of what I needed out of Velcro. Out of hook and loop. I'm going to keep saying hook and loop because the other is a product name. So mostly I had this. I had lots of rolls of 2-inch white and black. But as you might know from watching this channel, I hate glue. The glue that backs hook and loop is a dangerous glue. It can lead you to some senses of false security. There's so many things to cover here. First of all, if you are going to use the glue for hook and loop, you want to have there be almost no pull force on that. You want it all to be shear force. This glue is super tenacious. And like for some of them, it's even like, I know this stuff is highly, highly tenacious. And if you have any force on it at all, it can slowly work itself away from what it's stuck to. Because frequently you're sticking this to, if you're sticking it to aluminum, it's a non-porous surface. There's not a lot for the glue to grab. If you're sticking it to wood, it's also not the ideal surface to glue an adhesive to. And as I started to, look, you know me, I like mechanical solutions to things. And that led to purchasing a lot more non-glued hook and loop, which is, if you're going to do any sewing, you definitely don't want the glue. I have tried to sew through the glue of hook and loop, and it is an absolute freaking nightmare. So I started collecting more kinds. Good God, this is true. This is not necessarily NASA spec Velcro, but it looks identical to NASA spec Velcro. It might be. I'm just not positive that it is. And the difference between this and normal hook and loop is that normal hook and loop is amorphous and the mil spec is in nice rows. Again, I don't understand how the manufacturing works. I don't know why that's mil spec and that's not necessarily mil spec, but like when I'm doing my spacesuit replications, that is one of those little unseen details that adds tremendous veracity. I learned about this kind of hook and loop from Ryan Nagata, maker of spacesuits extraordinaire. And then, right, okay, so that's not hook and loop. Let's see, what else have I got in here? It's never a bad idea to have the little squares. Like, I collect all the form factors of different materials. And even like if I'm cleaning out, like if I go on an away shoot and I come back with this bag full of materials and I end up with this stuff, it totally goes into the roster. Oh, also the main reason there's two different drawers is that if you put hook and loop together, they stick together. And then you end up with this madness where I've got some hook and some loop where it should and shouldn't go. And then it inhibits, I've got some work to do. It inhibits your ability to get to what you need. And then frankly, you can even build in a feedback loop in your own shop where you don't go to get a material because you know that getting it means that you've got to sort a bunch of stuff out. So separating these out so they don't connect each other and make little chains of annoyance was a sea change for me. I used to have it all in the same drawer. And then I noticed I wasn't even going to that drawer. There's no rhyme or reason. There's hook and loop, dogs and cats living together. It's terrible. There's one other hook and loop I wanted to cover here. So I can't remember how I found out about this stuff. Okay, just trying to think if there's, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. So within the making of stuff, there are the things you know about. Like everyone kind of grows up knowing about hook and loop. It's in your clothes, it's in your sneakers, it's in your appliances, it's all over the place. So it's like you don't need, everyone already knows about it. But within making, there are subsets that someone has to tell you about. And I'm about to tell you about one that is super, super cool. For the most part, all the hook and loop I have in here, except for like the mil-spec difference, is pretty much exactly what you can find in your average hardware store. But a few years ago on Etsy, I found this stuff, and I really wish I could remember who pointed me to it. And it is called Ultra Velcro. Sorry, this is the other half. Ultra Velcro, Ultra hook and loop is, wait, no, hold on. There she blows. That's it. Ultra hook and loop is incredibly, incredibly thin. Easily like a third to a quarter the dimensionality of hook and loop. So just to give you an idea, here is some, I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. Oh, the glue is terrible. This is, oh, right, that's why. Okay, so this is some hook, and this is some loop. These scissors are dull. Don't get stuck. All right, there's that, and then I'm gonna get some calipers for this. Oh no, I know exactly what to get for this. I'll be right back. Oh. This is awesome. I love talking about on this channel specifically about the fact that there's no such thing as a measurement. Measurements, which I used to find real solace in the fact of a measurement. There are no actual measurements. Every measurement is a compromise of circumstance and based on an agreement of people to agree upon the parameters of the measurement. And so within the measurement system of the thickness of fabric, which you can imagine is something people need to know. How thick is that felt? How thick is that gabardine? How thick is that denim? The agreed upon standard in the fabric industry is that thickness of a fabric is determined at 7.5 pounds per square inch of pressure. And that is what this machine does, is it puts exactly 7.5 pounds of pressure onto fabric so that in any factory setting, everyone has this device for figuring out the thickness of their fabric. So we'll take the hook and loop with glue on it, comes out at, let's see, what is the measurement system here? It is thousandths, yes, 90 thousandths. So hook and loop with glue on it is 90 thousandths. Okay, let's use hook and loop without glue on it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There we go. Come on. Actually, even thicker. 120 thousandths, give or take, or 3 millimeters. 3 millimeters, yeah, 120 thou, 3 millimeters. Didn't expect that to be even thicker. Here is ultra hook and loop. Oh, look at that. Just under 1.5 millimeters, half the thickness. Oh, whoop, it's sorry. Oh, I think I need to grease this. All right, here we go. Come on down. Oh, yeah. No, that's correct. That is just over 1 millimeter. It's about 1/3 the thickness of your standard hook and loop. And for reference, I'm led to believe that the Black Panther mask is attached to itself with this stuff. And that this is how they're doing a lot of attachment on Marvel costumes, because it can be used to attach parts of a skin-tight suit and not show its seams. And I gotta tell you, every fabric maker I bring in who hasn't heard of this stuff, their minds are blown that this exists. And I think you can even get it in even thinner grades than this. But this is the kind of thing that you're not going to just discover on your own. Like, someone has to tell you about it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm telling you about Ultra Velcro or Ultra Hook and Loop. Why are they central? They're central because we're down to using them all the freaking time. All the time. For me in this shop, I'm such a generalist. A lot of the processes that I use in this shop, I might use once every year or two. And in those cases, those processes often get buried past a layer or two of storage. But if it's something that I need on a monthly basis, then it needs to remain central. And hook and loop, absolutely something I use on a monthly basis, either to make closure for boxes that I'm making or easy attachment, but very often for the soft goods that I'm making, it shows up and is needed, and I need ready access to it. If this was up in the loft where all the other fabric findings are, I would just be less inclined to go get it when I needed it. And that is the real trick to storage, is storage adding or removing the time to retrieve. For something I use once a year, I have no problem going deep into storage to go get the thing that I need. But for something that I need monthly, man, I get tired of walking up those stairs for just a little piece of this, and maybe I'll think of another solution. Seriously. So part of the balance of a shop and the components that make it up for me are making sure that I am storing with an eye towards the periodicity of how much that thing will be needed. All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go through these and make sure that there's hook in the hook drawer and loop in the loop drawer. Thank you guys for joining me for this. See, that's loop. What is that doing there? Thank you guys for watching. I wanted to tell you about some new merch we have at adamsavage.com. We have a 4-pack of Savage meatball logos, a 3-inch, a 2-inch, a 1-inch, and my new favorite, a Savage meatball magnet. You can get them at adamsavage.com.